Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another episode of Let's Build. Today we're going to be Let's Building, or we will be building, I guess would be more appropriate to say, the LEGO Marvel Superheroes set number 76008, the Iron Man versus the Mandarin Ultimate Showdown. So it's again a pretty small set. As always, the Let's Build series usually contains pretty small sets and such, so that's kind of what I tend to try to stick to, just because I feel like obviously I don't want to make these too long or overly strenuous on your times. So, yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to get the camera to focus a little better. But, nonetheless, of course, as you can see, this is a pretty small set. It's 91 pieces. There's the Iron Man figure, which will be actually the very first time that I ever own an Iron Man Lego minifigure. So I'm very excited about that. And this should be quite cool. Of course, as always, I've got lots and lots of questions from the last Let's Build episode. So, as always, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me about Lego or the superhero sets that we're looking at, or whatever it is that is kind of on your mind and you would like to ask me, let me know down in the comment section below, and then you might be featured on an upcoming episode. So, let's get unboxing. Whoa, okay, this is pretty cool. Look at this. You get like these little metal tubes. Oh, whoops, I'm making a mess on my table. Okay, so there's all the goodies, or there are all the goodies, I should say. I'm just going to go ahead and set that in the background. So here's our booklet, not too big, of course, with 91 pieces. You don't really expect anything huge. And you do actually get a couple of baggies, which is quite cool. Let me just clear out all this stuff here. So, ooh, that's an interesting looking red brick there. Makes me think of red power bricks from the Lego games. Okay. More and more stuff to separate out here. Ooh, look at that. There's the Iron Man helmet. Oh, that is going to be so cool. I can't wait to assemble that. That's going to be quite lovely. How do you open this baggie? Oh, okay, there we go. oh no, careful. I almost lost the fish plate. Alright, so another baggie to open up over here as well. Lots of rustling right now, I know. Sorry about that, guys. Obviously, setting up for the episode will take a little while. So, with all that being said, I think now we're sorted. I think we've got all the pieces out here. So let's begin. So it looks like we need to assemble the Mandarin first and foremost. So I'm going to get to work on that. And I'm going to go ahead and read the first question here. So the first question comes to us from Fizon Malik, who asks, will you get all the Disney Infinity 2.0? Wave characters, I guess. Yes, I will be trying to collect all of them. I'm not sure if I'll be collecting all the Disney characters, but I am quite certain. No, actually, I'll go out and say it right now. I am 100% going to get all the Marvel characters. I'm going to go out of my way to try to find them all on launch date. I've already started saving up, by the way, for that. And I will certainly do a showcase for every single one. I will do an unboxing for every single one, and I'm very much looking forward to the launch date for Disney Infinity 2.0. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. So there's the Mandarin. Looking pretty cool. It's not a perfect combination of the hair and beard, but I think it works. I think it works pretty cool. And, of course, there's a big twist with this character in the Iron Man 3 film. I'm not going to spoil any more than that. Alright, so I think that I answered that question. That was a pretty easy question. I answered that pretty quickly. So, let's move on to the next question here. And the next question comes to us from William Waldron, or Waldron, maybe. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, by the way. Ooh, I really like the way that Iron Man's helmet comes together, I should say. Look at that. You can actually open up the faceplate part. Isn't that cool? Look at that. It opens up. Hello, everybody. My name is Tony Stark, and I'm awesome. That is really cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We also need to give him the little jet propulsors, or I guess it would be propulsion, right? And where's the other one? There should be one more blue one like this. I cannot oh, there it is. Okay, so now Iron Man can storm off and take down the Mandarin. So, we got our minifigures completed, so now we got to assemble the vehicle for the Mandarin, which is, of course, that thing back there. Bam! You see? So that's what we're working on next. Alrighty, so, I think what I'll do is, I think it would be best if I just zoomed out, try to focus right here, and yeah, I think that works really excellently. Okay, so let's begin. Alright, so yeah, the person, William Waldron, says, hey Blitz, do you think you could review the Star Blast Showdown set, and also your vids help me feel happy because I feel like you're my friend and I don't have, okay, Also be careful, there's bacon outside. I'm not sure why there's bacon outside. Why did you put the bacon outside? That's not nice. Or maybe it is nice, actually. Depending on if you like bacon. If you like bacon, then I'm sure you're actually really happy about that. But then again, I'm sure most people are going to say, who doesn't like bacon? But I have to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of bacon. I don't dislike it. It tastes good. But I don't know. I'm not like over the top crazy about it like most people are. So, nonetheless though, will I do a review of the Star Blast Showdown? Well, if you're watching this video, you already know that I did a review for the Nowhere Mission Escape set for Guardians of the Galaxy. And that was really, really fun. And if you didn't see that, definitely go ahead and check that video out. It was really, really cool and a fun set. It's definitely flawed, I will say that much. It's not a perfect set. It definitely has its kind of negative points, I would say, but it's actually not that bad either. I would definitely give it a look and see what you think. I would love to hear your opinion, of course, and you could leave that opinion down here as well if you want. Now, as far as me reviewing the other sets, right now I would probably say that most likely, yes, because I am a very, very big fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy film, and I would like to get to those other sets, but at the same time, I wouldn't bet on it anytime soon. So I would probably say that I would review it, but I have no idea when. And I wouldn't want to commit to it either, because I wouldn't want to lie to you guys and say, yeah, I'm going to do it on this week or this day, and then I end up not doing it. That would make me feel really, really guilty and really, really bad, so I wouldn't want to do that, A, to you guys, or B, to myself. So that's why at this very moment, I would probably say that don't count on it anytime soon, at least. I mean, it probably will happen, but again, for now, I would much rather tell you that it's not going to happen, so that you don't have to be disappointed if it doesn't happen anytime soon. So, let's move on to the next question, which is from the Epic Dude 280, who says, spoilers for Lego Batman 2, so watch out, spoilers. Very nice of you, thank you for being so kind and actually writing a little warning. Do you think Lego Batman 3 will have a Robo-Joker kind of boss fight with Brainiac? I would like to believe that it would. I think that was one of the most fun elements of that game. That boss fight was fantastic on many occasions, because he actually battled that thing a couple of times, if you remember, in different situations and such. So I would say that I would love to see that happen. I think that would be fantastic, because honestly, I had a ton of fun with that battle, and the amount of layers that there were to that battle was really, really cool. So I would like to see something like that happen. Will it happen? Honestly, I can't provide any predictions, so I can't really say anything right now at this moment. Sorry, I know that that's probably not the kind of answer you were looking for, but at the time of this recording, we didn't hear of any type of huge figures or battles against Brainiac. But again, look, if we saw it in... By the way, I didn't just fart. That was me. That was this. There. So, because I'm sure somebody's going, Blitzwinger farted at this point? No, I did not. And if I did, I probably would tell you. And B, probably would edit it out, because why would I want that to go live? Because that would be embarrassing. But nonetheless, now that we talked about farts, we can get back to the situation in hand. If you play Lego Marvel Superheroes, you obviously saw that you battle Galactus, and that was a huge battle. It was a huge battle in Lego Batman 2 against the robot, so I would assume that that would be the case. I would assume that they would go with some sort of a crazy battle towards the end, because why not? I mean, look, even in Lego Hobbit, you battle against Smog, so it's like, it's definitely become a bit of a trend lately that, you know, the boss fights, and towards the end of the game, you battle some big creatures. So I would definitely be surprised if we didn't see at some point some sort of a huge Robo-Joker type of battle. So yeah, I hope that helps you, and I hope that answers your question here. Oh, by the way, I've already missed something back on this step, because I should have done this. There we go. And this as well, to put in the little wheel point onto which the wheel will attach, sorry. So, I believe we're done on this page. I'm going to go ahead and flip on to the next. So, next question comes from us, comes to us from Lego Man. Very cool, simple name there. And the question is, are you going to be doing Lego City? I'm assuming you're asking if I'm going to be Let's Building any Lego City sets. At this point in time, I've stuck to predominantly the sets for the superheroes. there are so many of them as it is, and they're expensive as it is. So for now, these are the ones that I'm sticking to. I've also checked out some other sets, like the Legends of Chima sets, and usually those were because I found them on a really good deal. So I will probably take a look at some more Chima sets. In fact, I can tell you that I will, because I've got one sitting right next to me right now. I'm not going to spoil which one, but it's really cool, and it's got a spider in it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm very much looking forward to reviewing that. But I'm not really committed to any of the other lines at this moment. Maybe at some point, sorry, that thing was rolling away, so I got scared, so it was going to fall down. But at this point, I wouldn't want to commit myself to any other lines in Lego. Maybe it will happen, but I don't really see it happening because it's just too expensive to be able to be collecting all of it. Like if somehow Lego was like, hey, we want to send you stuff for review, that would be amazing. Or like for Let's Builds and stuff, that would be incredible. I don't ever see that happening. But hey, I guess never say never, right? But if that happened, then yeah, obviously I would like to review all of them and look at all of them, but obviously I don't have a chance, and I would still do it obviously objectively, in a way where I'm very fair and I do critique the product at hand. I wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, this is amazing, there's nothing wrong with it, just like I did with the Guardians set. I said that I was very excited about Guardians, and that kind of partially impeded my purchase, but I wasn't very happy with the Groot figure. I just didn't really like it, and I also did not really like the Rocket figure, which were obviously the two big appealing things about that set. So that's why I said it, kind of, you know, a buyer beware type situation where you should know that this is not, if you're buying these like me for those two characters, this might not be the set you want to get, so to speak, you know, especially if you don't like these and these aesthetics. So I was very fair and candid with that. So yeah, again, never rule it out, but I would also not bet on it for any time soon, just due to really the type of investment that I would have to make into more Lego sets and such. So at this time, probably not. But look at that. Okay, the thing is coming together nicely. This is quite cool. All right, next question comes to us from Nintendo. Very cool. What's up, Nintendo? The reason why I said that is because he's joined, like, I think almost every stream that I've ever had, and he's a very loyal viewer, so thank you, Nintendo, you're awesome. Did you like, not that any of you are not awesome, did you like any of the original Spider-Man movies, 1 through 3, and if you did, which one is your favorite? Well, I would say yes, I did like the Spider-Man movies. I will also say that I enjoy the new Spider-Man films a little bit better. It could be a case of where I was quite young when those movies were coming out, so it could be a case where certain elements of the original trilogy with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, was it Maguire? I always forget, I think it's Maguire. I always forget his last name for some reason, that guy. But I don't know, I didn't appreciate them quite as much as I should. That being said, I actually not too long ago rewatched the second film, and it proved to me once again that that was my favorite movie of that trilogy. I thought that it was the best one of the bunch. I think that the way they did Dr. Octopus was incredible. Like, it was just so very well done. And surprising that they managed to pull it off in such a convincing manner. And the way that they managed to actually keep kind of like, you know, the storyline relatively not super close to the comics, but pretty close to the origin in the comics, was really impressive. And I thought that that movie overall told the best story. And I don't know what it was, I really did not like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man ever. I don't know, he just didn't feel relatable to me. Like, I didn't feel like I could, like I saw him in the role of Peter Parker. I hope that makes sense. It really makes me sound like I'm bashing him or something. And again, who am I to say anything? He's a wonderful actor, obviously, and everything, but it's just my opinion on the matter. I really did not really like him in that role. I've seen him in other films that I've really enjoyed him in, but in that role, I don't know what it was. I couldn't really picture him as Peter Parker. He just didn't come off as Peter to me, and I think that Andrew Garfield has done an amazing job of being that kind of, you know, shy, awkward, and kind of weird Peter Parker, and I've liked that. I know a lot of people have been saying, well, he's actually less relatable than Tobey because Andrew Garfield is like a supermodel and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I've watched interviews with Andrew Garfield in real life, and he's also oftentimes like really awkward and strange in the interviews, and like the way he acts is very. It's almost like he's not putting up an act when he's playing Peter Parker. It's almost like he's playing just himself, which is obviously the best type of scenario because then you end up with an amazing role. So I would say the second one was my favorite. I love how I'm just blabbering on, and oftentimes it's just because it allows me to talk for longer while also setting up and building this thing. So this is quite cool because we have a rotation here, a rotation here, and then a rotation on this tower. So quite interesting. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for just a moment because the next build requires a lot of different pieces. So here we go. Oh, I guess this is the little cannon that goes atop of this item. So while I am getting this assembled, I'm going to go ahead and read another question from the Skylander Geek 137, he or she says, I have 3 questions. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let me hopefully answer all 3 of those questions. Question number 1, do you watch Gravity Falls? If you don't, you should check it out. I do not. However, considering that it will be appearing in Disney Infinity 2.0 it is, that is, and I'm very intrigued. I actually looked at some of the art style and it looks really, really cool and unique. So it's definitely a show that I've wanted to check out. Just like, oh goodness gracious, why am I forgetting right now? Phineas and Ferb was a show that I wanted to watch for a while as well. But I actually never got around to watching it for a while. And then recently I watched it with my cousin, and it's awesome. That show is great. Like, and it's good for not just kids. Like, seriously, it has some really genuinely funny writing, even for adults. So I thought that that was like a really, really big shock to me how good that show was. So I was very much impressed by that. And yeah, I wouldn't mind checking out Gravity Falls as a result of that, just because that show was so good. And I believe they're both done by Disney. So I wouldn't mind checking that out, and especially considering you just recommended it as well. So the next question is, can you review one of the Guardians of the Galaxy sets soon? Now, of course, since I did a Let's Build a while ago, it's very understandable that you would ask this because, well, at that time I hadn't done a review for one. However, at the time of this recording and at the time of this upload, you obviously have seen that I've already reviewed a Guardians of the Galaxy set, and as I said, probably will be reviewing some of the others, hopefully sooner rather than later. So, next question is, can you do a thoughts video on the info, everything, can you do a thoughts video on the info, everything that you're interested, I guess kind of like a video that on most things that I'm interested in at SDCC. And obviously, again, can't really do this right now because we're already past SDCC. And I've done lots of videos kind of covering my opinions of SDCC and such. Ooh, so here we go. This is kind of cool. Look at this. You have to take this tube, and then you connect this tube onto here. Ooh, this is so cool, man. This gives it like a really unique look. And it's kind of interesting. Sorry about that, guys. My camera just stopped again. But I was going to say, it's kind of interesting how they give you 2 of them. I guess one is like a spare or something, so if it breaks, I'm not sure. But that's kind of cool. But nonetheless, yeah, as I was going to say, I've done lots of videos about Lego Batman and Lego Batman 3, I should say. And also, of course, Disney Infinity 2.0 from SDCC, and then some of the other things I just tweeted about. So if you want to keep up with like small little thoughts, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Blitzwinger. And also, of course, the other option that you have available to you if you don't want to do that. So yeah, it was a spare. That's kind of cool that they give you a spare one. That's really nice of them. So that if this one breaks, you could just replace it. That's quite cool. And yeah, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, that'd be cool. And then the other place where I talk about other things, usually where I'm actually going to be starting up some anime reviews soon, is actually a channel called Fanboy Potion. So if you want to follow me there and subscribe to that channel, that YouTube channel, you can definitely do so. And yeah, that'd be cool. So nonetheless, we then move on to the next and final actually question. So I did really well in terms of timing on the questions. So I guess me talking for a long time was actually good. Lime Hunter Walkthroughs says, do some Lego Star Wars sets. Again, just like with Lego City, at this point in time, I don't see myself doing that, especially because Lego Star Wars sets are like ridiculously expensive, and most of the time, I've never seen them go on sale, and if they do go on sale, it's so rare that it's crazy. Okay, wait, are you just supposed to like push this? No. Okay, so this is all flick fire missiles. That's pretty cool though. I really like that. That's a really cool looking vehicle. And I think that this vehicle actually appears in LEGO Marvel Superheroes, which is quite cool as well. So of course, let's go ahead and sit Mr. Mandarin in there. And he's going to have a nice convenient seat. So yeah, I probably will not be doing any Star Wars sets anytime soon. But never say never. If something really cool, you know, catches my eye and I'm like, oh, that looks incredible, I want to check it out, then obviously I'd probably do like a Let's Build or maybe an actual set review for it as well. So, with all that being said, there you guys have it. That is the Let's Build episode for Iron Man versus the Mandarin Ultimate Showdown. Went a little bit longer than I had expected it to, but of course me, I love to ramble, but that's thanks to you guys, because you guys always post awesome questions indeed. So, of course, as I always say, don't forget to send in your awesome questions down below in the comments section. And of course, if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to see more of these, definitely give it a big like rating, or thumbs up the video, I should say. And of course, share the video, favorite the video, do all the good stuff you guys always do. Basically, what I've thought of doing with Let's Build from now on is I don't want to commit to saying, okay, I'm going to do one every week or something like that, because it depends on if I have a small enough set or anything like that to actually warrant doing one. So from now on, what I think I'm going to do is we'll do it in such a way where, let's say, if we hit 750 likes or more, then I will go ahead and produce the next one. I'll try to get the next one recorded as soon as possible after we get to that point, and then we'll go on and so forth, so that way, A, I know that you guys want to see more, B, I know that you guys are interested in this series, and C, I have a kind of more of a flexible schedule to work with. So, with all that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Of course, as I always say, have a fan-flippy-tastic day. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Thanks all for watching, guys, and you guys are fan-flippin-tastic. I love y'all. Bye.